I don't know if I want to explain this one. I think you can just, we'll watch it and we'll see how we do. All right, no, hey.
Well, my celly was doing it.
Disgrace saying this will not be pleasant and it will not be over quickly. But he stuck out the whole one, you know what I'm saying? He sat through the whole damn thing. By the way, for those of you playing at home, being in an area where it's legal and so forth, yeah, whatever. Controlled burn number 1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Controlled burn. Houston, controlled burn.
At the time, I kept watching him, and everybody was, at that time, he was over in 288, and everybody was, Tuesday nights and Saturday nights, was always going over and doing a lot of crochet.
Northern Fiddler, I'd slay that dragon. I mean, I don't know that I would.
And then I watched him doing it, and I thought...
I feel like that lady was definitely... Let's just say she's seen her share. Is it rude to call them experienced? Is it rude to call them really, like not even professionally, just very available, experienced? I mean, thank you, Balls Deep, for the emotes in the chat. And we'll get back to this again. Prison crochet. I didn't know this was a thing. Apparently, hard dudes are getting hard over yarn.
Well, this kind of looks kind of fun.
This looks kind of fun. I mean, you know, in my former life, I committed bank fraud. I robbed people. I even murdered a guy. But hey, this over-under hook knot looks pretty cool. Thank you for that really awkward sticker placement. Joe Berger jumping in. Balls Deep for the bits and the sticker thing. Thank you very, very much. Back to, again, prison crochet.
Gets me away from the
Holy
elements in here,
Jesus!
and I can
Okay, I knew we were going to be talking about inmates doing crochet. I thought we were mostly going to be dealing with older guys. This guy looks like somebody who would shank you with the needle. Why do we trust him with crochet needles? I don't care if they're made out of toothpicks, man. Toastmaster says, my friend's kid does that to make money to pay off his driver responsibility fees. By the way, don't drink and drive. That's just goddamn good advice. Don't drink and drive. Thank you, Toastmaster. Angry Saxon jumping in with some emotes there. Joe Berger, hey, apparently you didn't notice the guy was crocheting with his fingers, no needles. What? No, I don't think I did, but I'm not going to rewind it 30 seconds back for that because I'm already mesmerized by someone who clearly at least did meth while in prison, if not beforehand. So, Dustin Thomas, I mean, I don't picture this guy making you a hat for Christmas, you know? Just call me weird.
be myself, and it keeps me busy and out of trouble.
I did a Harley Davidson blanket.
No, he's got a needle.
He's
got a hook needle. He's got a hook needle. That is a hook needle. Make penis warmers. Yeah, dude. Make literal Jimmy hats.
Well, actually, the Salt Lake Temple was the hardest. It was an 8 by 6 foot blanket.
I probably made about 30 hats, 20 scarves. This is my third baby blanket attempt.
I did the whole front of the temple and did all the designs and put everything, all the details on it, and to make it almost look as real as possible. They asked me,
they've got the hook.
Wanted out that.
They got the neat.
It's like when I was in Gunnison, they asked me to do like the New York Yankees, and a few of them down there, Steelers, Raiders, and them. Then they took them over to the high school, I guess, and the high school auctioned them off to get equipment for their baseball team and so forth. So they just came in and asked. They said, "We understand you crochet, so could you help the high school out, or can you help that out? Can you do patterns?" And I said, "Yes."
I made my mom a blanket, and it turned out all right.
I made my mom a blanket, which was really nice because I burnt down her house, so she's a little cold. When I get out, I tend to wrap her up in it And Barry, when I get out, I intend to wrap her up in it and bury her in it. So it's a gift twice over. You know, I'm staying away from him at all costs. He'll find a way to kill us with his fingers. It keeps him busy. Well, they say idle hands are the devil's playground. I made him a blanket in case he wants to jerk off. Keeps me out of trouble. I feel like, man, before I leave, I want you to thank the cross stitch, because if it was not for the cross stitch and the under over hook, I would have killed you. You owe your life to this beanie.
Right? I'm just starting to learn how to do all the
Get
graphics,
controlled
you know,
bird
like
number.
teddy bears.
Holy
and hearts
shit.
and-
That's actually, you know what? Fuck me. I'm a dick. I can't do that. I cannot do. I built plastic toys like a retard. I can't do that. Jesus Christ, that's not even half bad. He's got like a colorful rainbow, like LGBT flag coming up. I guess someone's not just gay for this day. And you know, in a boat and a fishing scene. Sandy Squad just ate a little balls deep. Hey,
Twist his dick!
I mean, no, but I will admit, I will admit partially because someone who smiles like that at this accomplishment and is in prison, I'm pretty sure it may have eaten people. May have. I'm not saying he's tasted long pig, but I'm saying if you were to put money on it.
stuff.
This one, I'm just making a lap blanket here. We thought maybe, you know, start making some lap blankets for people with wheelchairs. They just put over them and so forth. And I was looking at some emblems, the Army, and all 5 emblems, and see if we can make a design of that and put that on the lap blankets and then give it to, you know, if they served in the Army, give them an Army one in the Air Force. And just do
Oh,
it,
that's
you know.
cool.
Yeah, the V8 hospital. Something.
I'm also working on making several ski masks. No reason. No reason. I just really love full face balaclava ski masks in all black. Black's just my favorite color. I was born white and I'm jealous. Look, you can call it fetishizing all you want, but I just like black ski masks that cover every inch of my face. They would have caught him if he had to purchase his ski masks, but it turns out his ski mask was homemade, thusly making him untraceable and a dork. Where is the skin suit, says Angry Six. Ginger Snap saying, can I get a cock sock? Yeah, a couple people have already asked for dick warmers, apparently, in the chat. I'm sure they make them, you know? Out of stretchy yarn, so one size doesn't necessarily fits all, but it covers a range, you know? And then, hey, it gets cold. Yeah, it does, you know? And, I mean, honestly, I haven't seen anyone request it, but now that we're bringing up cock socks, because those are a real thing, how come no one ever makes a good ball bag warmer, you know what I mean? Like, just a little undercarriage just to nestle the twins, you know what I mean? Just... So he stabbed someone with something other than a knife. Yeah, apparently something other than a knife. Let's just give him a small pointy stick with a hook on one end. Looks kind of like the thing the Egyptians used to embalm people's brains. A wall bonnet. There we go. I've never heard of one of those.
Like, you know, help them out.
That I'm contributing to something rather than myself. Makes me feel better about myself from being in here.
I'm taking it back a second. Like, I'm glad you feel better about yourself for being in there. Are we guessing there's no teeth?
From being in here.
Oh, nope, there's a couple missing. Yep, we saw it. There's some gaps in that record. All right. Well, that's cool. So again, I mean, I guess Toofus. I saw a Toofus. I remember if I did that second controlled burn. That's how bad we are right now. All right, so that's prison crochet. And that's, again, just a couple of our videos. We got a few more.